the seat, staring at the blocked chat interface. Phone all day without charging showing low battery. She opened the drawer for the charging cable. Eyes swept past the document. This time she finally opened the document left for a month. Out. Seeing the 4 words, divorce agreement. Sophie Anderson's hands uncontrollably trembled several times. But she still kept calm. Flipped page by page. To the last page. Saw her own handwritten signature. Her whole person froze. Her signature. How did it appear on the divorce papers? How could she not remember signing at all? Sophie Anderson's mind spun, trying to connect the overlooked details. Forgotten together. The one who gave this agreement was me. And the only time I asked her to sign was the evening a month ago. I said I was giving her a gift. She didn't have time to look. Signed and left. I left this agreement in her car. And reminded her many times. Told her to look. A whole month. The agreement already took effect. But she never opened it once. The dozen light pages. In Sophie Anderson's hands heavy as 1,000 pounds. Only now did she understand why I left. I discovered in this marriage. Her heart wavering. I thought she'd return to Marcus Song's side. Would divorce me. So I chose to leave first. And what was called a gift was exactly these divorce papers. I decided to give her back her freedom. Decided to fulfill the infatuated heart that couldn't let go for years. The plane landed in San Francisco. It was afternoon then. I was outside the terminal. Met my long-absent professor Anna Shu. My senior year of college. The professor resigned from school. Started her entrepreneurial journey. After 3 years of effort. Successfully established herself in Silicon Valley. I officially accepted her job offer. That's why I decided to go abroad. This outstanding woman, just over 30. Got along well with students at school. Now entering society had even less distance. Seeing me, she waved friendly. Ethan Chen. Long time no see. I pushed my luggage over. Face also smiling. Professor Shu. Long time no see. I've resigned. Why still call me professor? If you don't mind, just call me Anna from now on. This gentle, straightforward personality made me, not yet used to the foreign atmosphere, feel warm. I wasn't formal anymore either. Simply called her sister. Anna Shu smiled in response. Pulled me home. On the way back, we talked about many old times. From classes to parting, all with much emotion. Ethan, half a year ago when you graduated with your master's, I invited you to America. You didn't agree then. Why suddenly change your mind now? My gaze paused a moment, but quickly returned to normal. Thought for a few seconds. Carefully spoke. At that time I hadn't thought about what to do. Also for family reasons didn't want to go abroad. That's why I didn't agree with you. But now I've thought it through. Since I don't know what the future ahead holds, might as well try and see. Who knows, maybe I'll find new ideals along the way. Anna Shu was also experienced. New young people just entering society. We're all confused at first. So understood my state of mind. Comforted with a few words. Life, you know, is originally taking one step at a time. Look at me, also taught at university for several years. Only to discover I wasn't suited for ivory tower life. Then decided to go out and see the world. You're still young. Confusion is normal. But as long as you bravely step out, I believe you'll definitely find your life's purpose. With Anna Shu as this living example, I felt like taking a tranquilizer. Much more at ease. After parking, Anna Shu led me to the apartment. Standard 2-bedroom 1 living room. South-facing, full of sunlight. Supermarket downstairs. Looking at the clean, tidy room, I felt half my fatigue disappear. Anna Shu took me everywhere. Then gave detailed instructions about things to pay attention to. Then took me to dinner. After eating, we went to the supermarket. Bought necessary daily supplies. Brought them home. Anna Shu didn't bother me anymore. Left her address and went first. I showered. Lay on the bed, looking at the gradually darkening sky outside. Suddenly felt unreal. This time yesterday, I was still at the Boston villa wearing home clothes. Watching snow fall outside the window. Today I've flown across the ocean. To another city on the other side. Starting single life? The room was very quiet. My random thoughts quickly led to sleep. I had a dream. In the dream I sat at Sophie Anderson's wedding. This time Marcus Song didn't flee, married her. I witnessed them exchange rings with my own eyes. Vowing to be together for life. In everyone's blessings, they kissed. I returned to the quiet campus. Buried myself studying for 3 years. After graduation, flew to America starting a new life. Never went back. And in this short life, Sophie Anderson and I only intersected. 4 years as classmates. After that, bridge was bridge, road was road. I remained always the strange male student whose name she couldn't remember. Perhaps the dream scene was too real. Waking up the next day I was still dazed. Couldn't distinguish reality from dream. Sat alone on the sofa for a long time. Until noon. Anna Shu's phone call finally woke me completely. "Ethan, are you up? I'm downstairs at your place. Let's have lunch together." I found Anna Shu's car in the parking lot. I opened the passenger door. Bending down, glimpsed someone in the back seat. Out of politeness I didn't look closely. Planned to wait for Anna Shu's introduction, sat down. After buckling the seatbelt, the person beside didn't speak. From the back seat came a familiar voice. "Rest well, Ethan Chen?" Hearing the familiar voice, I startled and looked up. Through the rearview mirror I saw a familiar face. It was Sophie Anderson. After 1 day apart she looked very tired. Like she hadn't rested in a long time. But the eyes looking at me were clear and determined. For a moment many words rushed to my throat. But I didn't know what to ask. Finally said nothing at all. The car fell silent. A minute later, Anna Shu finally noticed the awkward atmosphere. Quickly turned to look at me. Helping to diffuse. "Ethan, this is your classmate Sophie Anderson. Don't you recognize her? She just got off the plane. Called me saying she wanted to see me. Thinking you're classmates, let's eat together. You don't mind, do you?" I minded. But in front of Anna Shu, who didn't know about our situation, I needed to stay calm. So I could only pretend it was fine. Forced a smile. "Anna, whatever you arrange is fine. I'm just a bit jet-lagged and dizzy." Anna Shu smiled and nodded. Told me to slowly adjust. Turned back to talk with Sophie Anderson. "Sophie, are you okay, or should you rest first? We can meet again tonight." Sophie Anderson had been awake nearly 30 hours. But she knew now wasn't the time to rest. So she gently shook her head. "No need. Let's eat first. I've already made reservations. You two rarely interacted in school. Didn't expect after graduation to have such fate. To meet in San Francisco." Though I lowered my head, I could feel the burning gaze from behind. I knew Sophie Anderson had come. Was here to find me. The person in charge of the Anderson Corporation. Blessed with flowers all her life. Surrounded by applause, heaven's favorite. Yet by me, an ordinary nobody. Proposed divorce to. Must be unwilling to accept. I closed my eyes and rubbed my temples. Trying to get my mind working. To handle what might happen. Meanwhile the two kept talking. Not a coincidence. I came to San Francisco. Have important matters to handle. So meeting Ethan Chen was inevitable. Hearing her tone like she knew me well. But looking at my expression, the two seemed like strangers. This confusing relationship puzzled Anna Shu. "So you came to find Ethan? Do you often meet after graduation?" "Very close, normal." I cut in before she could speak. Hearing these 2 words, Sophie Anderson's eyes darkened considerably. Slightly pursed lips. After all, classmates for 4 years. Now the relationship is normal. Later with more interaction we'll gradually get closer. "Right, Sophie, what business brings you to America this time? Coming alone without family? I heard you got married. Your husband is also a classmate, right?" Hearing this, my heart beat faster several times. Unconsciously clenched my fists. After half a moment, I heard Sophie Anderson's hoarse voice. "Yes, but recently he proposed divorce to me. I came to America this time to handle this matter." Anna Shu didn't expect her curiosity to touch on personal matters. Immediately embarrassed, I didn't want to continue this topic. Directly changed subject. "Anna, did you book Western or Chinese today? How much longer? I haven't eaten anything since morning. Getting a bit hungry." Anna Shu looked at me gratefully. Quickly continued,